Alright guys, Tony here and welcome to AdBlasta. I just want to cover some things that I feel is going to be beneficial for you to know. Okay, first thing I want you to know is that these tools here on the left hand side, in case you missed in that sales funnel, these are all individual tools, and to unlock these tools you have to add your license keys. So if you've purchased the D-Day software, you should have received an automated email with your license key that you put in here. Okay, just click on new license, add your key in there, and you have to restart the software for it to show. Okay, if you bought any other of these upsells for example the tube placement finder, the vid series optimizer, the tag grabber, or if you're watching this at a later date when we have done multiple of these launches with PPC recipe tools in a software for AdBlasta, then anything that you have bought in the funnel, the license key will come separately. You add the license key for each purchase that you made. Okay, if you have purchased some tools with the two computer license and some tools with a one computer license, if you're using one that's got a one computer license, wherever you add that license is the computer is going to work. It won't work in another computer if you've got a one computer license for any of the tools. But you may be able to use AdBlasta in multiple computers, but just not the tool where you have got a one computer license. Okay, you can only use AdBlasta in more than one computer if you've got a two computer license for one of the tools, but only that particular tool will be able to work with the second computer. Okay, when you're installing AdBlasta, it's important to notice that sometimes the antivirus softwares will flag it. Okay, if it's a false positive, what I normally do is I use AdBlasta antivirus. Okay, AdBlasta antivirus is very easy because anything goes wrong, you can come into your taskbar down here, you can right click and you can go to the virus chest here. It's just really easy to find. Okay, go to the virus chest, and when this opens up, let me try that again. Oh, here it is. You can see the virus chest here. You can go and find anything that's been quarantined. Can click on the three dots and click on restore and add exception. Okay, just click like that and then it gets restored. Okay, that's the easiest way to work with this. Now we should really get this particular issue removed from when we're doing installations, but for the time being I do recommend you use AdBlasta, or at least find out where your virus chest is in your existing antivirus software. Okay, it's just a false positive, there's nothing wrong with the software at all, but AdBlasta is the easiest one to work with and it's free as well. Okay, what you will notice in the next week or two, and probably every week or two after that, if we can maintain it, will be more PPC recipes in the software. There will be more. Okay, we will be doing one for Bing advertising, we will be doing one for Pinterest video advertising, Snapchat video advertising, Twitter video advertising, LinkedIn video advertising, Gmail advertising for product launch promotions, all that kind of thing. Okay, they're all being planned in advance. In fact, we've already got one ready that we can put in, and the second one is actually in sort of case study mode at the moment. Now what we're doing with those is we identify the strategies for the PPC recipes, we go and do the strategies, and we try and work it to the point where we're reducing the costs and where we can optimize it as much as possible. So we've got the generic settings that all you have to do is similar to what we do with the D-Day campaigns. So for example, the D-Day campaigns, you just put in here your YouTube video URL, your ad copy, set your budget and give your ad group a name and attach your account. Okay, so basically all the settings that's done in the background is all done in one click. It's as simple as that. We're trying to do the same for other PPC strategies, and there's loads of them. Okay, there's absolutely loads of them. I just mentioned a whole bunch of them that are video advertising. They don't always have to be video. So once we've done all the video ones, we can come and do some display ads, we can do some push notification ad networks, we can do a whole bunch of different stuff, and that's what AdBlasta is about. Okay, so you will see these coming out often. Right now, here's the thing: when we release them first, that particular PPC recipe tool will always be $21 and $27 until I say anything different later on. Okay, as I'm recording this, we're going through a pandemic right now, so if you're watching this much later, the world's in chaos because there's a lot of people. I think in America that 50 million people lost their jobs. I mean, that's just crazy. That's a huge amount of people, and in UK it's not good either. While there are other countries are back to normal, they will still be getting affected. New Zealand, for example, haven't had any cases for 102 days, but it will still be affecting them because the global economy is sort of crashing around them. So I understand that at the moment there isn't a lot of money around, so I'm going to keep these when they first come out for 24 hours at $21 and $27 for 1 computer license and 2 computer license. Okay, so the first 24 hours, so that means you should stay on my email list, you should watch out for my emails and watch out for notifications. Now here's the thing as well, I'm going to make this simpler for you as well. When you're in the thank you page area here, come down, you can see we have some training, etc. You can see here the core AdBlasta settings for setting up your accounts and your API keys, etc. Here we have videos for each of these tools that we are selling in the D-Day launch. This is probably going to look like a stacking a little bit later, but for now this is what I've got. Okay, now when we come down here, you can see that if you missed any upgrades or if we have any other tools, they will appear in here as well. Okay, a couple of tools that I recommend that I use almost on a daily basis. These are my tools as well. You don't need them for D-Day, but I do recommend them. Okay, come down here, you will see some bonus tools. Okay, now these bonus tools are actually Chrome extensions. Okay, these bonus tools are very, very good to help you to do a specific task. This one, for example, here, actually this one here, the D-Day YouTube ads checklist, this is actually telling you the steps of the settings done with the D-Day campaign that we do with the one-click software. So you can see here exactly all the settings that you don't have to do because you can just click a button one time and it's all done for you. Okay, basically. Also in here you can see step-by-step settings for adding remarketing for your YouTube videos, your YouTube channel, and connecting your YouTube channel with Google Ads, and that comes with some screenshots as well. Okay, so that is in here, where you can just open it up and you can see the steps. Okay, getting started with YouTube ads and introduction and stuff like that. Okay, so this will tell you what you need to know to get started with your Google Ads account. Okay, secondly, you want to have a Google Ads account that is connected with the YouTube channel. Okay, you want to have at least one channel connected to your Google Ads account. It's just easier to work with. These other tools in here as well. This one here is the YouTube ads, the YouTube SEO checklist. This is a very, very, very good checklist. Get this and keep it and use it. Okay. This one is created for me taking glyph notes from watching videos from people like Neil Patel and Brian Dean and Ahrefs when they were doing videos on YouTube SEO. Okay, so it's coming from top SEO experts who literally get millions of views on the videos, but they're not looking at it from a sort of YouTuber perspective, from people who are doing gaming and stuff. They're actually coming at it from an SEO perspective, people like Neil Patel and Ahrefs and Brian Dean. So what I've done is I've taken some notes as I've gone through their tutorials and their videos, and I thought, wouldn't it be good if we could put this into a checklist? Now I already had a checklist, but we built another tool that actually builds these checklists now very, very easily and very, very quickly. I'll show you that particular tool in a webinar. But what happens is you can go and follow the steps in here. These are actionable steps. These are real world steps. It's not like a TubeBuddy or a vidIQ. You've got some very, very unique tips in here. Get it and use it, and I update this regularly as well. Okay. Now the thing is, when you install one of these checklists, you also get put onto my email list. You have to give me an email address to be able to install and use it. Okay. Now that email list is going to be notified whenever we do any updates for AdBlasta, whenever we have any new tools for AdBlasta, and also I've got another one here, which is basically giving you weekly updates on software deal sites like AppSumo. You ever missed a deal with AppSumo? You don't need to. And here's the thing, AppSumo is only one of those kind of sites. There's probably about 20 more. Somebody actually mentioned 50 of those kind of sites like AppSumo, where you can get like 90% discounts on tools. Okay, so these are not like JVZoo launches and Warrior Plus launches. These are actual sort of mainstream tools for marketing, where AppSumo can basically generate for them 6 figures income if they reduce their costs with drastically and do something like 80 or 90% discounts, which is where AppSumo make their money. Okay, so these deals are really, really good. So what I'm going to do with these is update this once a week. So any new tools coming out, any deals about to end, we will update once a week via that email list for this particular tool. So that's another bonus that you can use there that will save you some money as well. Okay, so any new AdBlasta PPC recipes will come first from the email list before you will see them, long before you will see them in the Warrior Plus. Okay, also you've got these checklists to help you as well. For the D-Day checklist here, make sure you do install that. That will give you all the instructions that you need to set up your Google Ads account and connect your YouTube account with your Google Ads, and also set up remarketing with your YouTube channel as well. Okay, that's really important as part of the D-Day package, this one. Okay, it's got all those questions that you wanted to ask about setting up an account in here. Okay, you just basically follow the steps. And the thing about this as well that you should be aware of is basically, let me just come into this area here. When you see an eye icon here, that is a link. Okay, so that's basically a link how to set up remarketing. For example, if I click on that, it's going to take you to a screenshot that shows you exactly what you need to do. Okay, you can see exactly what you need to do. Okay, that's how that works. Okay, so that's basically all I need to tell you right now. If you don't have any questions, you can contact the support, and keep an eye out for, here's a link to the support here, and keep an eye out for my emails as well. Now, I don't email every single day all these different launches that happen. I do from time to time promote stuff. Okay, I would like to promote one time per week one really, really good tool where we can get a major discount, or a new tool coming out from colleagues and friends of mine who are doing launches that are private promotions. Okay, they're not launches that you will find like in places like Warrior Plus and JVZoo. What we normally do with each other is we do private promotions. That is a better way for us to do it, and we hit that promotion maybe 3 or 4 emails over the space of 3 or 4 days. Okay, so we're not recommending something on Warrior Plus on Monday, Warrior Plus on the Tuesday, something else, a JVZoo product launch on a Wednesday, and something else on the Thursday. That is not marketing. Okay, that is not good for you, because these people are just basically spamming you, okay, so that they can make money. We do maybe one a week, one every 2 weeks, sometimes even one a month. Okay, where it's a really good tool, where we've got a major discount. Sometimes it's new, often it's new, and I feel it's good fit for my list. So stay on the email list. You will not get spammed in that way. You will get multiple emails around one product, because I back up my promotions, and sometimes you need to hit these promotions with different angles to appeal to different people. That is marketing. That's what you're doing here. You're learning about marketing. You're buying PPC software so that you can get $1 per day ads, so that you can get 100 video views per day, so that you can do marketing. Okay, that's all I am doing as well. Okay, so learn from what I'm doing. Pay attention to what we're doing with this kind of stuff, and if you want to know more about this kind of stuff, then later what we can do is we can set up a Facebook group and maybe a small cost membership of $20 a month or something to go through those kind of sort of strategies about marketing and stuff like that, so that you can learn even more. Okay, with weekly webinars or training, etc. We will look at that later as we build our AdBlasta. Now, there are other tools that we have. We've got SEO tools, we've got list building tools, we've got tools like AdBlasta that build these Chrome extensions, etc. From time to time, I run discounts on those. Okay, from time to time I put offers on those, like every marketer does. Sometimes, I might put out an offer that is a little bit less cost than what you might have bought a tool for like 6 months or 9 months or 12 months ago. All people do that. Okay, all businesses do that. That's just part of the parcel. But that is the negative way to look at it. Sometimes it works in your benefit as well, where you haven't bought a particular tool and suddenly you can get it like 20, 25, 30% off. Okay, so it can work both ways. So don't complain when that happens. Just understand how we're running a business and we're trying to basically keep paying the bills and paying the staff, etc. as well, so that it can work in your advantage as well. So welcome to AdBlasta, and thank you for purchasing, and do try and attend the webinars and pay attention to the emails as they're coming. They are not all promotional emails. Okay, often we will do webinars that are just free training, okay, some good stuff, and there might be an offer, there might not be an offer at the end of it. Sometimes we don't, sometimes we do. Okay, so you can learn some stuff, and you will learn even if you don't buy, even when there is an offer, because I always insist, if we have somebody coming in to promote something, that they teach something that is actionable, that people can use with or without their particular product that they are selling. Okay, so that's it. Enjoy AdBlasta. Any problems, you contact us via support, and watch out for another new PPC recipe probably coming out in the next sort of 10 to 14 days, and that one will be for Bing advertising, okay, where you can just click a button and it goes and does those campaigns for less than 5 cents per click, probably for Bing. I'll try and get it down to 3 cents per click, but right now we've got 5 cents per click for really targeted keywords there. Let's hope that we can bring it down a little bit, just with a couple of tweaks, and I've got a couple of Bing ad professionals helping me with that as well, so I go and find people to help me with those, because it's always better to get the insights of people who understand what they're doing with this. Okay, so the day one is basically 1 cent cost per click if you follow the instructions that I have put inside these videos up here. Okay, so these particular tools for the keyword research, etc., is very, very, very important that you can follow the principles of those. Okay, so the principles for the keywords is make sure they are very, very targeted and long tail. That's how we get 1 cent cost per click. If you're doing for YouTube video URLs, then make sure you've got plenty of them. That's how you can get 1 cent cost per click, because the other tools that are similar, they're all using one keyword. Usually using one keyword, they will pull back 200 or 300 results. Okay, if they're pulling back 200 or 300 results and people are doing a search with the keyword like YouTube SEO, and that's happening with all these different tools, with all these different people, then everybody's getting the same results coming back, which pushes the competition for those particular videos up, which increases the cost. So the key to the video placement to keep the cost down is that you have thousands of URLs. When everybody else has got the same 200 or 300 URLs, you've got thousands, you've got 5,000, 6,000. That's how we keep the cost down. So pay attention to these. They are built strategically so that we can get the low cost per click. Okay, thank you for watching.